Hey guys, welcome to or back to our channel. Today's video is a little bit different for us just because I haven't talked about mental health in so long, but I feel like it's a subject that people just don't really touch on enough, and especially during pregnancy. People talk about like postpartum depression all the time, but they don't really talk about mental health, anxiety, depression, stuff like that during pregnancy and like how it impacts you. I think this video is just very beneficial and important because a lot of people have requested that I do some sort of video on mental health in pregnancy specifically, but also just like in general because I haven't done a mental health video in so long. If you guys are new to my channel, you may not know like my backstory with mental health, so I'll get into that in a minute, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of an introduction as to what this video is about and why I'm filming it, I guess. Like I said, I've always been a huge mental health advocate just because of my own struggles, and I'm going to tell you guys all about that. But I wanted to make this video because so many people have reached out and asked and, you know, commented even things like, how are you staying so strong, and like, what are you doing to keep positive? It's just a really important conversation to have, and I also think it is time for like a mental health update as far as like how I've personally been doing, just because overall I feel like mostly my channel has been focused on pregnancy and specifically the babies, which of course is going to continue on, but I also am going to be doing a lot more personalized content soon, especially with Braxton, so I think that this is a good video to just kind of introduce into the mix. I also don't have a whole lot of like new content right this second, but we do have a lot of stuff coming up in the next couple weeks that I'm really excited about. I'm going to tell you guys all of the content ideas that are coming at the end of this video, so make sure that you stay tuned. If you're not already, make sure that you subscribe to our channel, turn on the notifications so you don't miss an update, and remember that I use the community feature of our YouTube channel a lot now, so be checking in on that for new updates. So firstly, as far as like my personal mental health journey, I have struggled with anxiety and depression since I was in high school, and it was really difficult because I was constantly in and out of counseling and on different medications, and we just couldn't figure out like a good fix for me basically. And I decided to just pretty much take myself off of all of my medications by myself and just decided I didn't need anything because I was fine to deal with it by myself. And I will say I'm a huge advocate for people who are able to get off medication and are able to have like a healthy lifestyle. I think that's amazing. I wish that I personally could be that way, but unfortunately like I really can't, and I think that's okay as well. I'm all for people who acknowledge that they like need the help and they can't do it on their own, and either way is okay. Like you have to be okay with that concept and accept what is best for you and your body, because everybody is different and people do not cope with things the same way. There's also so many different levels of anxiety and depression and whatever else that it's just like you can't compare apples to oranges in the situation, so you just have to do whatever is best for you yourself. I have anxiety and depression, and I'm also clinically diagnosed with a mood disorder, which means I'm basically just kind of like up and down all of the time, and it's hard for me to sometimes get a grip on my emotions. I have no idea why. We have yet to figure this out. I've seen it online that sometimes when you're pregnant it can like counteract those feelings. Honestly, it's been a blessing that I have been okay off of my medication through my pregnancy, and that somehow it's like counteracted one another. I really like don't know how that's happened, but I also think that it has helped that I have like the best support team ever. And I feel like something that's like very overlooked with anxiety and depression is that a lot of the times it stems from your circumstances and your surroundings. So I was not happy with what I was doing with my life and you know what I had going on, and I think that that contributes a lot to your mental health for sure if you're not happy in your environment. I haven't been going to work, and I've been able to just focus on like school and YouTube stuff and growing babies, I guess, and ultimately like that has just made my mental health so much better, like being able to focus on the things that are truly important. And I know it's not always possible to like, you know, not do that stuff that's overwhelming you, but if you can and you're able to like survive, then I just highly suggest like looking at your surroundings, taking a look at like even your friends and family and like who you surround yourself with, and figuring out what you can cut out of your life that's not like benefiting you, because it takes a lot of reflection, but overall it's really important to your mental health journey. I feel like as far as pregnancy goes, like I said, I don't really know why my mental health has been mostly good, but I'm very, very thankful. I think God knows like right now I need a strong mental health because there's so much going on, and like he gave me this very high risk pregnancy that's very stressful. It's really tough. You can do a lot of harm to your body and to your babies when you have anxiety and depression during pregnancy. My doctor specifically told me the medicine that I was on, they didn't want me taking, but that they could give me something else. And I chose the route of just taking myself off of everything because I knew it was ultimately better for the babies. And I had faith in myself that I could keep myself leveled out for them and be strong for them. And so far that has worked. And I think that it can work. It's all about like your mental strength, and it's not easy by any means, but I think like people truly can do it. You're stronger than you think that you are. But it's also okay if you do have to have something, you know, when you're pregnant, because your emotions are just all over the place. Like you just don't know how to like handle situations, I think. I also feel like when the babies are born, I'll probably have some sort of postpartum depression just because, I don't know, I just feel like that's probably gonna end up happening to me. And the NICU is gonna be so hard and tough, and like I already know we're gonna have to film a whole second part of this when they're actually here. But as of right now, it's like I am staying positive and I'm staying calm because, like I said, you can do so much damage to the babies. Like you can put yourself into preterm labor from too much stress. I literally had a girl in my triplet group that found out her husband was cheating on her, and she put herself into preterm labor because she was so stressed out. And it's like, I know that, and I know how my brain works and how my mind works. So I focus on one thing at a time. I get things done as I can, and like most importantly, as I focus on myself, my babies, the nutritional value, my health, sleeping, resting. I know people always think like I push myself a little bit too hard on YouTube. I really don't. Like I took a whole week off because I needed it. I'm okay with that, and I know that like my true people on my channel and like our YouTube family or our social media family understand that, and they know like sometimes you just have to take a break. Anytime that I get like overly stressed about YouTube, I stop doing it because, again, it's not good for the babies. So I think it's all about your approach on things. You have to take everything like one day at a time and one step at a time. The babies are super high risk. Like we don't know what's going to happen. I don't know that all three of them are going to survive. I don't know they're all three going to be healthy. I have faith that they will. I have faith that they'll be strong and that they can. We've already made it this far. The odds were like so far against us. I was at so high of a risk for like everything. Miscarriage, preeclampsia, gestational diabetes, like anemia. You're at risk for so many things with multiples, or just being a young first-time mom in general, like a first-time pregnancy. And we've beat so many odds. It's just insane. With the twins, we had so many things stacked up against us. I literally, in one of my first videos, listed all of the risks that they said could be possible, like with the triplets, and we've beat all of those. I mean, we've had other issues, of course, and yeah, of course, like baby C's stomach problem and then like growth restriction for the babies is so stressful, but ultimately it's not like something that we're overly concerned about, and we know like they can still have a good prognosis. And so of course I'm gonna stay positive and just hope for the best, because me thinking all these negative thoughts or like constantly worrying about them isn't going to change the outcome at all. And I've said this in so many videos, and it's like it is hard to not let your mind travel and like wonder like, what if I lose a baby, or like what if something happens, what if they're not all three with me, like what if I don't get to bring them home. I let myself every once in a while have a couple of those thoughts, and then I just shut them out. And it's like, but what if all three of them are super healthy? What if all three of them barely have any NICU time? Like you don't know what's gonna happen. You really don't. We have made it this far. We're almost 27 weeks pregnant now with triplets. We beat the viability stage. We're pushing 28 weeks, which is another huge milestone. So ultimately, like, you just have to get yourself in the mindset. I think meditation and sleep hypnosis and all sorts of different things that you can do, honestly, I've done even pain hypnosis during this pregnancy, is so beneficial, and you don't even realize that it's like working. Even affirmations. I listen to affirmations on Spotify all the time. Like, they just are like, I can carry my babies. I can grow my babies. My body knows how to handle this pregnancy. Like, you have to speak those things into existence. I tell myself all the time, you're going to make it to 30 weeks plus. You're going to make it to 30 weeks plus. And it's like, if I don't make it to 30 weeks plus, then okay, but what is the harm in me convincing myself that I will? And I truly do believe like you can speak things into existence. I also believe with pregnancy that your mindset is a lot of it. I think that if you truly prepare your body to just keep going and pushing, of course there's like certain circumstances where you're just gonna go early, like you're gonna have preterm labor or whatever else is gonna happen. But ultimately, like, the best thing for your babies, your body, for you, is to just convince yourself otherwise. It's a hard mental task, but you can do it. And this goes for anything in life. Like, it's not just pregnancy, it's in general. Like, speaking positive things into the air can make them happen. And honestly, like, that's just what you have to do when you're in stressful situations like this, because dwelling on all of the negative things that can go wrong, or like what can, you know, happen that's gonna end your life, is just not healthy, and it's not good for anybody. It's not good for anybody. I know it's like a lot easier said than done, but that's how I've been just staying positive. Like, I cannot change the outcome of what's gonna happen. I just have to focus on me and the babies right now and what I can do. And what I can do is stay positive and keep my mental health good for them, because they're in there happy when I'm happy. Like, there's so much that just goes into it and goes into play, and you just have to focus on those things that you can control. Ultimately, am I in control of the situation? No, but I can control certain aspects of my life in the pregnancy, so that's what I'm gonna focus on. No, of course, it's not always easy to be positive whenever you know there's things wrong with your babies or like your pregnancy. Who else is gonna do it? I mean, if you can't even be positive yourself, then you can't expect other people to encourage you and feel positive too. So it's reflective. Like, I feel like my positive energy has an impact on Braxton's positive energy on the babies while they're growing. They're like, you're right, Mom, we can do this, we're good, we're chilling, we're not coming anytime soon. Like, my family, it's all reflective, and you have to have like a good positive mindset, and it'll spread to everybody else around you, and you'll just feel so good. Like, it's just the best feeling. There are days I still get down and just get discouraged, but even from the beginning of my pregnancy, going to like these stressful appointments to now, I handle things a lot better than I used to. I try and go in with the mindset of like, it's only up from here, because I mean, things have gone wrong and there are issues with the pregnancy, but it could be a heck of a lot worse. We could have already lost a baby or all of the babies at this point, and they're still here growing, fighting. So just focusing on the positive things and like what you can control. And I think that's honestly like the most important thing in having a good mental health during your pregnancy. I think taking like a personal time for you yourself is also important, and that goes outside of pregnancy too. Like, you have to take time to meditate, or go on a bike ride, go on a walk, go to the gym, drink your water, meditate, if I didn't already say that, sitting and listening to positive affirmations. I've been trying to be better about that. Journaling, I know I showed you guys a couple of my favorite books that I use whenever I'm stressed out, and stuff like that is so releasing, and you just like don't even realize that it's working, and it just makes you feel so good. And the babies feed off of that. They know when I'm feeling good. They know when I'm not feeling good. I can tell because they react and respond in that way. Whenever I'm happy and I'm in a good mood, I'm like doing stuff and, you know, getting stuff done. They're in there like kicking, moving, like they're so happy. But whenever I'm like down and depressed and I'm like not feeling good, I'm just kind of like moping, they're in there doing the same thing. Like, it's the weirdest thing. So you just gotta stay positive and be happy and encouraging and positive, because that's really like all you can do. I could ramble on and on about like mental health forever. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I do think it's like an important conversation to have, just because it's not easy at all to be in a high-risk pregnancy, or pregnancy in general, but especially if you already suffer from mental health problems. Like, it's very rough, but you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. I promise. We're all in this together. I don't think I have much more to say, just because I feel like I've been rambling anyways, but I did want to tell you guys some of the content ideas that we have coming up, even though I tell you pretty much every video. I have a Mother's Day vlog coming soon. It'll drop on Mother's Day. I'm so excited. We're filming pieces of that today. I also am doing our YouTube baby shower soon. I had a couple negative comments saying stuff about the YouTube baby shower, like we're asking for handouts, and I shouldn't even really have to comment on it, but I'm going to, just because of the simple fact it's like, it bothers me. We don't expect anybody to send us in things. We have been beyond blessed with stuff for the boys, and I know that we will continue to give them everything that they need regardless. I have people reach out to me when I tell you, like, on the daily, asking where our registry is, where they can send stuff for the boys. So it's a lot easier for me to just put it in every video, because some people don't watch every single video. I have new subscribers every video. I have new people to my channel all the time, and I'm not gonna not tell those people where they can help if they want to help send stuff. Like, but we're gonna make do regardless of whether, you know, people send us things. We don't ask for handouts at all. Are beyond grateful for everything that people have sent in for us and done for our family. Like, I can't even begin to explain how much love we have for you guys. All of the notes that you guys have sent are saved for the babies to look back on when they're a little bit bigger, just to see how many people are like in their corner. And I know as we grow and as our channel grows, as our family grows, it's just gonna be like an ongoing burst of love, and I just love it. Like, it just makes my heart so happy. But anyways, yeah, we don't expect anybody to send things, but we are appreciative beyond belief for the people who have sent stuff, or even just letters. We've gotten letters of encouragement and stuff. It all means so much. Like, things of non-monetary value mean everything to us. So thank you guys for everything. Every single comment, message that you guys have does not go unnoticed. Like, I read them to Braxton all the time, and your similar stories that you've shared with similar experiences through pregnancy or what you've gone through with your babies is, I just love to hear it. It's so encouraging to me and helps keep me positive. I feel like eventually we are going to be able to be that outlet for someone, and that makes me happy because I want people to be able to grow and learn and love from our channel. I just see it in the works, and it makes me really, really happy. We're going to be donating all of the stuff that the boys stop using or grow out of to other people in need, or like multiples, families, you know, people that have had unexpected pregnancies, or just in general moms in need. And we're so thankful to be able to do that. Like, you guys have made that possible for us. It was definitely not all on our own. So thank you guys for, like I said, everything that you do. And I hope we can all just spread and share love, because the world definitely needs it right now. And I know my boys are going to be a little light and a little love. It's crazy how many people are following our story and who have seen stuff about the boys. Like, I'm like, my mind can't even comprehend the amount of people who are rooting for us and are on our team. It's like beyond incredible to me that when these babies are born, how many people already know about them and love them and have been rooting for them this whole time. Like, it's just crazy. You guys know how I always cry in videos, and I have a couple tears welling, but they're gonna go away. I'm not gonna let them come out because my makeup looks good today. I never do my makeup anymore. Oh my goodness. Anywho. See, this is part of the mental health and just hormones right here. Anyways, I have so much stuff to get done today, so I'm going to get off here. But I love you guys. I hope that you guys have a good rest of your weekend, and we will see you on Tuesday for another bump date video. It's got some good updates in it for you guys, and definitely some things that we've yet again had to stress about. But fingers crossed the babies keep cooking. Please keep praying for us and just keeping us in your thoughts, and we appreciate it extra. So I love you guys very much, and we'll see you soon.